Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So sorted out here. Gerrie. Where are they?
Good
There
morning.
they are. Poof.
Hey,
And as if
Pick
by
up a-
magic, Rick and Gerrie appear. Good morning, guys.
good morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning.
It's a beautiful day.
Is Gerrie, are you in the middle of some heavy storms right now?
No, not really. Not that I know of. The weather looks good in Watopia right now.
Yeah.
It's always sunny in Watopia.
Sometimes dusk and dawn. Let's see. Do we have storms today?
I know we're supposed to get some up here that are real bad and fast, but
Oh,
so they must
yep.
be hitting you first.
We are supposed to get some. And we've got a wind advisory as well.
It's a little windy here as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, we're supposed to get 50-mile-per-hour winds. But doesn't matter because everything's all strapped down and packed away for winter.
Ah, nice.
So nothing will blow around.
The radar shows nothing yet. Probably too early.
Yeah, I think it is supposed to be like later in the day for up here. I would imagine, unless if this storm is moving incredibly fast, probably a good 6-hour lead out at least for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the Prince and Princess of Wales are showing up in Boston today, and
Yeah.
so a lot of their events are supposed to be outdoors. So I'm interested in how that's going to go.
Where do they come that they come outside events in November?
Yeah,
Who's
Like,
planning these things?
like really, Boston, November,
Yeah,
last day of November. Are you sure?
exactly.
Rick, if you just wanted someone from the UK, you could have just asked,
Thanks for the ride on,
You're welcome.
Andy and Rick.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that just seems like a bad idea because they're not even going to see snow.
No.
It's just, this is an ugly time to be here, unfortunately.
It is going to be warm though. There is that. It should be high 50s, low 60s.
Yep, warm. If you think 32 is slightly cool.
Going to be about the temperature right now that it is in the UK, but there will be 50-mile-per-hour sustained winds and the chance for an inch of rain in a matter of a few hours.
Oh, wow.
But at least we're not having tornadoes. Like, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
My office window looks out onto pond. Yeah, the campus I work in. And yesterday I looked out of the window and it looked like a scene from The Birds, the movie The Birds. Geese.
Oh, yeah.
Just all sat around the pond. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to go outside. Thought I was going to get attacked.
The birds know something.
Hey, Owen. Good morning.
Hey, Owen.
Oh,
We've missed you. Well, hey,
Yep.
he was around yesterday. He just wasn't on our stream. I don't know what we've done to upset him. Turned up for Justin's stream, but not ours.
You really don't know what we could have done to upset him. Surprised if he isn't upset, really. Quite frankly. We are an upsetting group of gentlemen, or gentle folks.
Yeah, Ben. Got Ben as well.
Wow, that's a lot of World Cup watching.
Yeah, well, we watched the second half of US versus Iran yesterday.
Oh yeah.
We've got a wall of monitors in the office, and I've never seen them used yet. Or I hadn't until the start of the World Cup. We've got one monitor that's got the whatever game it's currently on playing, and each of the others have got PowerPoint presentations up with all of the points from each of the groups, current standings.
Nice.
You think the World Cup is better than watching us? Do they talk back, Owen?
So there was lots of
Do
questions.
they say
Yes,
they miss you when you've been away for a bit?
it's been quite fun. You know, yesterday afternoon I was sat there. One person would wander up. So how long's the game? Oh, 90 minutes, 45 minutes aside. And then it'd go past 90 minutes. And it's well, how come it's going on? Oh, stoppage time. And we had that conversation quite a few times. I think we should have
Then it
posted
gets
that up
faster.
on one of the screens.
Then there was 9 minutes of stoppage time, but then they went past 99 minutes. Mass confusion.
Stoppage time from stoppage time. Stoppage time, or stoppage squared time.
Yeah, I'm definitely the U.S.
Yeah.
looks very strong, but man, they need to if they could just get some goals in.
Yeah. See the difference between football and football, Owen? Is that over here they stop the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big thing is how long does the last 2 minutes of a college basketball game during the tournaments last?
That's crazy.
Those are insane. When the last 2 minutes can take 20 minutes, it's just out of control.
That's just wrong. That's why I don't watch any of these sports, especially not football. I mean, the American one. Because you've got 70 players. Each player plays about, 3-4 minutes?
Maybe.
And the game is, 6 hours long? That's like...
Yeah,
we're joking about zone 2. That's not even zone 1.
They're usually like 3. Well, see, that's the thing. There's some players on the team that get a ton of action. Then others that are only in for certain plays.
Yeah,
So
that
then-
just seems strong.
But the wide receivers, they're just constantly running routes. And they may never be passed to the entire game.
Which I also don't understand. No, I prefer rugby. Just, it's a set time, a set amount of players. You've got 15 on the field, 3 next to the field, that's all.
But I don't want to, Owen.
And you only switch. Well, now they can switch once. But that's it.
I listen to a podcast sometimes, very entertaining. That it's mainly a sports, or I guess it's based on sports, but it's about all kinds of things. But so they distinguish between the two sports as football and football.
Oh, that's a Australian one.
So they have one part of their show where they're like, God bless football, which is an ongoing show. And then now that the World Cup is going, they're calling it God bless football. And it's just all World Cup talk.
Seen Owen's last commentary.
Yes. We did well, Owen. I did not watch the game, but we did well.
So, going back to last Friday.
It's always nice beating the English.
Going back to last Friday, I couldn't have asked for a better result, really, because, the England versus USA match.
Although, we all know the US won that one. If you were to really, score on actual play.
I'm not going to get dragged into it.
We can call it soccer, Owen. I agree with you.
Can we?
Let's call it football and soccer.
We could call it football and world football.
Like soccer. Everybody knows what soccer is.
Universal football.
The thing I don't get
I wonder
why American football is called football when the majority of the time it's in someone's hands.
Yeah. I've always used the quick remark of, because it is a 1 foot in length.
Oh no. Yeah.
But if you look at the actual measurement, I guess it depends on the size of your foot, because it's definitely not a measurement of a foot. That's for sure. But yeah, I said that one time just out of nowhere. Someone was being kind of rude about it, where they were like,
You mean like
talking
me?
about football or the fake football. And I was like, what? It's not fake, it's real. I've seen it. Which then made me say, I'm talking about the one that has a ball that is a foot in length. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Then I looked it up, so I was wrong.
Yeah. I don't know where American football started, but I think it's from rugby.
Yeah, it seems.
And they sort of like, this is too hard. What are we gonna do? Let's put on a bunch of pads because it's hurting a lot.
Well, that's the thing. They never started with pads, so it was more like rugby then.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. They didn't like the idea you can't pass forward. It's like, we're just gonna pass forward. And then they got tackled really hard. And it's like, we need more players.
And really, football didn't start to become a passing sport until, I think, like mid 1900s, something like that. Wow. It was just mainly all about running. Then the NFL was really the one that started, I think. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying these things, but the NFL was where they started actually doing more passing.
I think they can do a lot more passing.
But yeah, originally it was a lot more like rugby.
All right, so here's the history. I'm gonna read to you now.
All right, let's hear the real history.
So like the game itself, the word football has foreign ancestors. Historians traced American football back to European cousins, soccer and rugby. Both began as kicking games. Soccer, the most popular sport in the world, was originally known as association football. Newspapers, seeking a shorter phrase, began to refer to it as a sock. The name was soon shortened to sock, and that grew back a bit to soccer. While rugby also began as a football game, in 1823 something occurred that changed the kicking game forever. A player named William Webb Ellis, instead of kicking the ball over the goal line, picked it up and ran it across. At first, observers didn't know what to think, but eventually they agreed it was a good idea. The game was played at rugby school and became known as rugby football, later shown as rugby. Both soccer-style football and rugby-style football eventually found their way to America. It was an American combination of the two games. It wasn't until much later, in 1906, forward passing was allowed. But because of the American game, it was really just another form of the European football games. It too became known as football. There you go.
I feel like the first collegiate game was like Harvard and Cornell or something like that.
And that must be right because it's on the internet.
Which is interesting because now Harvard and Cornell are, I mean, they're not. They're okay, I guess, in their division, but they aren't really football.
I don't know. And I'm out of breath reading that one out and trying to do a workout at the same time. So I'll let you Google it and tell us.
But yeah, I am wondering though, why football? Who was the guy? Was he either ignorant to the idea or the fact that soccer was called football everywhere else? Or was he like, you know what? I don't care. Let's call this football. Because now there's just mass confusion. You have to add all kinds of extra adjectives or I guess nouns, that in order to call it American football or football. Or we could always do football is American football and footy is everywhere else.
No.
No?
Footy is Australian.
Ah, okay.
That's Australian rugby,
Oh, really?
which is
wow.
weird.
The more you know.
If you had a few beers and you turn on Australian rugby, you just think, what is this guy's doing? They also had a few beers.
I think we should just refer to
Weird game.
I think we should just refer to soccer as the beautiful game. There you go.
Yes. It is. The thing is, like, you know, soccer is getting more respect in the US, but it still doesn't have enough respect. Like, no matter what, if you're watching a game, you always get that guy who comes around and is wondering why they can't touch each other very hard. When in reality, I mean, I'm sure they're hitting each other pretty hard. And why they're faking fouls. Well, yeah, compared to rugby.
Compared to anything, I think chess has more contact.
I don't know. Like basketball, I always feel like basketball, oh yeah, you know, they barely have contact till you go play a game, a pickup game with a bunch of guys.
But in basketball, they don't fall and sort of die.
They do it a little bit. But yeah, not to
Not to the extent of soccer.
To try to get a foul. But yeah, not to that extent. Where it's actually, you know, where it's almost agreed upon.
Yep. Well, you get hit pretty hard in rugby. You just keep up, get up and keep going.
Hey, buddy.
I guess the difference between the cultures where basketball has a little more of a you got to be tough culture. So you want to be careful with that, with how bad you play off the foul.
Well,
Maybe.
the thing with soccer is you get an advantage being knocked over.
Oh yeah.
Whereas ice hockey or rugby, if you get knocked over, it's like you better get up because this game is continuing without you. So
And of
there's
course,
no real point in staying on the ground.
when I'm watching soccer, it's like, oh come on, you could have fallen over. I'm still
Really?
yeah. Because I mean, obviously, yeah, it's the advantage, but
Yeah.
but but it's definitely, I don't know, soccer. The ability of those guys to run around for that long
You missed
is absolutely insane.
you missed one off the non-contact contact sports there, Owen. Formula One.
Formula One,
Hey, Bobby. Good morning.
chess boxing.
I don't know.
think I-
Formula One, going into a corner at 5 Gs, hitting yourself against the side of the car. Oh,
Did you
man.
see the NASCAR finish
There you go.
a few weeks ago?
That's the sport where they go in circles.
Yeah, see, now we're already to NASCAR. But did you see the finish a few weeks ago that made headlines? Where the guy,
I should
the
just
guy
mute
did the video
Gerrie and Rick here and let them have their conversation, and I'll chat with the viewers on the stream.
Ah,
did
Fuck.
you guys see that one? though?
Bardi says
So-
full contact checkers is so much fun to watch.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that is. Okay, Rick, tell us about the NASCAR ending. We didn't
yeah.
see it. Trust
You
me.
have to look up the NASCAR. The guy who finished riding the wall. He did the video game thing where he just hit the gas and rode the wall all the way around the final quarter and ended
Oh,
up
wow.
winning the race. Yeah,
Wow.
that's a thing you don't see very often.
No. Oh, and I didn't go there. Gerrie didn't go there. Who went there? Rick did.
I went there. I don't even watch.
my goodness.
I don't even watch NASCAR. I think it's a very boring sport, personally.
The only replay, he's the only American on the stream. Oh, real American.
The American.
I'm closer. Andy is behind me. The only time when Andy is behind me.
I don't know. I'm behind you now on XP, Gerrie.
You are? No way.
Yeah. Yes, way.
Hey,
It's very
look at
close. But yeah, you're ahead of me.
I
I'll
checked
catch you up.
yesterday and I thought you were just ahead of me.
No, you're at the end. I'm still kind of level with the end of the Euro there.
Oh, yes, we are.
My XP
I was
is going
trying
very
to see on Strava.
Barney says he doesn't even
Oh,
watch
yes,
sports.
Barney.
That's why he's here.
I'm with you, buddy. I just don't have time to watch sports. It's just, if I have that half an hour, I'll do
half an hour.
something I really been planning to do for 2 years.
Which sport is that? Is that darts that goes a half an hour?
So
Is it
there are only
cornhole?
three Formula One races that are televised on terrestrial channels here in the US. The Canadian,
That's sad.
the American, and the Mexican. Those three.
That's probably the
and,
three worst ones.
I don't know.
What is?
I like
Are they
Canada.
normally on? They're normally on what? Flow Sports or something, I think.
I have no idea.
You have to get a whole other subscription.
Yeah,
Much like a lot of cycling races in
exactly.
the US.
So,
Yeah.
so I put the TV on, ready for the first one of the three, and then I get told about all the things that I need to get done in the house.
Oh, Yep. That's how it happens. Mills bought me a subscription for my birthday to GCN.
Oh yeah.
I think I watched more GCN on YouTube than on the app. Just because
Yeah, that is a thing.
I'll
get in
turn on
moments.
cycling upstairs and the family goes, oh,
Oh yeah.
it's like,
Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to tell
Okay.
you guys yesterday now.
Oh nice.
okay.
So yeah, 2003, Doctor Who, first episode is coming on. So we've got a 42-inch rear projection TV in the living room. So
Holy.
I've just finished cooking my dinner in time for the start of Doctor Who. I sit down on the
Did you get
sofa
that-
in the living room with my dinner on my lap, just as the credits are starting, and Yolanda comes in. Says, what are you doing? So I'm watching Doctor Who. Said, but Faith was watching that children's TV off the Sky. So I had to put children's TV back on the 42-inch rear projection TV, and I had to go and watch Doctor Who on a 14-inch portable in the dining room.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say you must have gotten that TV in about 2003.
From that point on, it was obvious who ran the house.
Oh yeah. That's
was
my
my-
life all the time.
My then 2-year-old daughter.
Oh, this was in 2003. Okay, all right. Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were saying you were watching a 2003 episode.
No.
Okay, that also makes sense why she was watching children's TV.
Yeah.
All right, I'm all caught up.
So, on
Yeah.
the other day, on Sunday, we took Faith back to Milwaukee for catch a train to go back to Andrews University. 2 train journeys, changes at Chicago. So, hops on the train, off she goes. Watching her on Find My iPhone, gets to Chicago, gets on her other train. At that point, I go to bed. You know, okay, he's sorted, we've made a connection. How wrong could I be? Yolanda gets a phone call from Faith just as the train is pulling out of the station that she's supposed to have got off at, because she'd fallen asleep. So, the next stop is 38 minutes down the line. So, yes, Doctor Who in 2003, buddy. That's when they started up again. So, anyway, she gets off the train at the next stop. It's this real small station, middle of nowhere. No one else gets off. No one else in the station at all. 1 or 2 Amtrak employees. So, she goes and talks to one of them, see what help they can offer. They're really apologetic, because they said, well, usually, you know, they know who's getting off at which stops and they'll wake people up if they see them asleep, and so they apologise for not waking her up. But that wasn't really helping her get back the 38 minutes to where she needed to be. So she calls her roommate, who's from Panama, so doesn't have a US driver's license. She can't drive. And she calls around a few friends, and eventually manages to get a friend of a friend's dad to go and collect Faith from the train station 40 minutes away. So, I mean, I didn't know any of this because I was asleep. Yolanda was thinking about waking me up, but there wasn't a right lot I could have done short of jumping in my truck and driving there, which would have taken me 6 hours. So, anyway, I get up in the morning and I find my iPhone, and I see her phone and her iPad back at Andrews University, so I think everything's okay. Until I go upstairs and get the story. No. Yeah, so that was I sent Faith a text message. All I said was, being a parent, never a dull moment.
Oh, nice. Did you just read that right there? Oh, and oh man, that was great. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. I saw that.
he was very grateful, and we will be the next time we visit as well.
Yeah. That's awesome. Good job with the raising of that child. I hope one day my child will pay me back as well. I would reject it. I would say, nah, that's all right. You keep it. But that would be a moment of feeling like, okay, cool. I think she's going to turn out all right.
So neither do I, Owen. So there was a sign in Walmart that I nearly bought a few years ago. It said, I don't want to adult today.
I love this. At this point, she buys friend of a friend's dad a huge thank you present.
To the end of our one and only green bit now.
Yeah. After the last couple of days, it still feels very nice.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I've finally gotten my my knee under control, I think.
Hey, you two. Owen and Bardi. You were walking the line here. But I wouldn't expect anything else from the two of you.
So, Bardi, have you fixed your Swift sound yet? I'm so glad on that New York race that I quickly had a look on your stream and you were having the same problem as me. But, I didn't know what to think at first.
Ooh. We might catch Mark up here.
Yeah, I've muted mine as well until it's confirmed fix. I do like to hear just the little sounds.
Well, after the waterfall fiasco, I've never turned it up again.
Well, this might turn into a miles/kilometers thing for me. I mean, I switched to kilometers just for one TCT, so that I was streaming and I wasn't racing. I was just DSing and streaming the team, and I knew how many kilometers the race was, but I didn't know how many miles it was, so I switched it to kilometers. And I've not switched back. I've forgotten to switch back, and now it just stays there. Yeah, that noise was a no-no.
Yeah, it looks like we might catch him. It looks like he's doing sprints.
Yep, maybe. Yep, so at some point the waterfall in Watopia was super, super loud. And that was when we only had a few routes. So you would spot the waterfall multiple times. So most of us just turned down all the audio. I've turned it up slightly.
Well, there's world sounds and game sounds, isn't there? And I do like the little 3 feet you get as you come into the recharge. I like the little noises you get when you get a ride on.
Yeah, but then you also get the ride on when people spam the button. Say ride on. So
that makes me feel good though.
Especially when you ride with the herd. I avoid their rides just because of that.
Moo.
Because moo. Hey, and they just spam that button all the time.
Yeah, that's right, bad. Easy level up slightly faster. Thanks for the ride on there. Cheers. In kilometers in miles. It would be interesting, actually, Gerrie, to see what would happen if I switched to miles now, as far as just, staying neck and neck with XP are concerned.
We do mostly workouts, so it won't change a thing.
Thanks for the ride on there, Owen.
Thanks, Owen.
You guys
That's
just
true.
passed me.
Hey, Mark. Yeah,
we did.
yeah. Rick said
Are
you were.
you doing some?
out.
You having some sprinty moments? Are you?
Yeah, I'm just finishing off.
Good morning, Mark.
I see that. Thanks for the ride on, Owen. I see that. What is this? Alton CC
Alton.
Cycling Club. Whatever. It's my middle name. I can say it however I want.
Well, you're saying your name wrong.
So you're Rick Englund?
Yes. Exactly. Yes, I call them almonds. My grandmother and I used to go back and forth about that because she always wanted me to call tomatoes tomatoes. And almonds almonds.
Well, we call them matotos.
Aluminium? How are
Oh,
you with that?
Oh, it's definitely aluminium. Although I prefer
Never
carbon
got into
fiber.
How about Worcestershire sauce?
You mean what's the sauce?
Worcestershire.
What's the sauce?
Gerrie can say it.
I call it Worcestershire.
Kiss your sister sauce.
Yeah, okay.
Worcester sauce. That's how we say it.
One thing that's amazing is I'm only maybe about a 2-hour drive from the Canadian border. And
That's where we like it.
The difference between our accents is very well. I mean, we all sound the same, but there's little words that we say that are completely different.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one like that in Kent. But yeah, put it in the chat here.
On which border they come from, though. If it's Quebec, then there's definitely a different accent. It's a lot of different things. But if it's New Brunswick,
That one.
you don't know until they ask where the number 9 is to get back home. They're like, oh, you mean Route 9?
So that village name that I've just put in the stream chat. Have a go, Gerrie.
Driven?
Have a go, Rick.
What? Oh, there. That's. I call that Rotham, right?
No, that would be Rutum.
Oh my. See, and there we go. That's where Woburn came from. Woburn, Massachusetts. I'm like, what? That's Woburn. Come on now. And they say no, it's Woburn. But then if you really do it all Massachusettsy, then it's Woburn.
So I used to when I used to visit our offices in Kent when I worked in Barrow, I used to stay at the hotel in Rutum, and I just started dating my first Indonesian girlfriend at the time, and one of my visits they just introduced a new menu, and one of them was Indonesian chicken curry. So I think, okay, we'll try this. Only they'd spelt it wrong on the menu. Chicken is ayam in Indonesian. It's spelled ayop. So I told the waitress afterward, and she's probably thinking this guy's crazy.
Oh, here we go again.
Well, we're not We've only got four minutes of the workout left, and then I'm going to go and help Rick set OBS up. So, before we get ready for the for Divas.
Clean up these edges.
So,
And this one.
Soto I am. There you go. Chicken soup.
Can you do the deep fakes with OBS? Could I show up tomorrow looking like Gerrie?
If you really want to.
Oh, nice.
I,
Want to look like Gerrie? Or Jerry's background?
No,
yeah,
just
yeah.
Seriously?
You really want to look like Gerrie?
Wow.
No, it would be fun. It would get confusing for a moment. Which Gerrie is the real Gerrie?
I wouldn't know who I am.
So can we bicara bahasa Indonesia, buddy? Saya bicara bahasa Indonesia sedikit. Just enough to get by. Sedikit sekali. Because if you can speak Indonesian, you can get by in Malaysian as well. I asked if you spoke Indonesian.
Where is it that the water is called air? Is that Indonesia?
That is Indonesia, yes. And it's pronounced air.
Oh, okay. Air.
I should have put that in the chat and let people have a go, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, that was still one of the funniest things with one of my friends who went to Indonesia recently. He came back and he was talking about the beer there, and he was confused at first, wondering like what are the regulations here where you have to add air into the ingredients? Isn't that just a part of it?
Yeah.
But then he learned soon that was water.
So the last time I was in Indonesia, we went to this little I don't know if you can call it a restaurant, kind of a street cafe kind of thing. And on the menu was ikan mas. So I had to try it. I ate goldfish.
Nice.
Very light and
I
fluffy.
did that at my
Was it good?
Yeah.
my junior prom.
I'm guessing that this was like a grown out goldfish, like a big old goldfish.
Oh, it was a big fish, yes. It wasn't your typical
not
little tank.
goldfish like the stuff in the box.
No. No.
Yeah, my mind did go there at first, and then I switched.
Makam. Yeah, Selma Makam, that's right.
Did you see the size of that goldfish that English guy caught?
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was enormous. Like it had to be over 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, the size of the aquarium, I could only imagine. That's a big fishbowl.
Yeah.
Got to have 100-gallon fishbowl for that, at least.
All right, there we go. Workout over.
You guys must have a short one today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, so we had a hard workout on Monday. This was supposed to have been yesterday, and I was supposed to have had a VO2 workout today. But I really, really don't want to do a VO2 workout right before our Divas. So I switched the VO2 workout out and the slow burn out, which you know, having 2 hard workouts one day, one straight after another one, probably isn't the best of ideas. But
No, I feel like the best of ideas.
no, I'm actually thinking that having done a slow burn today, and near Divas next, another, you know, restful ride, that I might have a go at the VO2 again tomorrow. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll probably wake up tomorrow and think, yeah, you're crazy. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, that was definitely, I would say Monday was a hard workout and Tuesday was something else.
All right, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate the chat. Hope you have a good race tomorrow. I won't be racing tomorrow, but I will be streaming the team. So we'll see you around, Nick. Take care. Have a good one.
Have a good one, buddy.
Tot ziens, Bardi. Goedemiddag.
Very good entertainment in the chats today. I like this.
We were all over the place today.
Yeah. And we still haven't talked about food yet, have we?
Well, we did talk about goldfish.
Goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Both crackers and swimming things.
Carp.
And fish.
Ones, yeah.
Carp.
All right. I'm going to finish this kilometre. I'm going to pull the stream down and see if we can get Rick going with OBS.
Have you ever gotten one
that
of
sounds
those,
like fun.
you know those massive milk cartons of goldfish that they sell these days?
Yep,
Just
we've
like-
got one in the cabinet.
Those things are tough. Like, it's best to keep it in the cabinet because once it comes out of the cabinet, I have found myself filling my palm like before dinner. Just a little pour out, go eat those, go back for more. Make like 10
Well,
trips.
Well, you can actually take a dessert bowl and dunk it in there and fill it up.
Well, yeah,
That's how big the box is.
You know,
but that's if I easily. My plan is never to eat a whole dessert bowl. My plan is just to have a palmful. And
No, I
it's
said you
freezing.
can.
Oh yeah, you can. They're big. They're huge.
Not that I've done that.
It's going to become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
come on,
Yeah,
guys.
that's
you
the
don't-
worst, Rick.
You really don't
So
want me
weird
to
how
fall
I-
off my rollers, do you?
All right,
I have this little snack bowl, Rick.
hold on. I just
That's
need
about
to
this big.
go. That's, yeah.
And
Hey, that's a
my
good
rule is I can't have more than that.
Yeah.
But the other day I caught myself with a snack bowl in my hand. And everything was just spilled over the snack bowl. My hand was full of chips because that snack bowl basically takes 2 chips.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's the
I could
tiny
do
snack.
better without the bowl, but yeah, that happens. Okay, you have fun setting up OBS.
We'll
I'll
try.
do a bit more.
I'm sure it'll be tricky.
All right, buddy. Owen, thank you very much for joining us and for the chat this morning. It's been fun. Look forward to the next time. We'll be back with our divas in a little under an hour's time, about 50 minutes time. But, so Rick and I are going to go and play OBS for a little bit. So have fun, everybody. Have a good Wednesday.
Oh yes.
We don't see you again. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.
Okay.
Right on, guys.
Right on.
Right on.